final.
Well, again, I talked with Coach Borelli as you see him there, getting ready for Logan Parks to come out. He said those first 5 bouts, that's really what he stressed before this match. He said, if we can do well in those first 5, I think we've got a great shot to pull off this victory against Virginia. And you go through the first 5, back-to-back 8-6 victories for his 2 ranked guys, Justin Oliver and Colin Heffernan, with another ranked one coming at Ellingwood at 184. They're sitting in a good spot right now, David.
Yeah, it's definitely the first 5 matches were definitely going to be the toughest 5 matches. Now that they've given themselves a 9-7 lead going into the back half of these bouts, they should be at an advantage, like you said, especially with Jordan Ellingwood there at 184 pounds, ranked 14th in the nation, 3-1 record versus Will Shaney, a 3-3 record. That's a match you're going to look to get some points. But already with a 2-point lead, I'm sure Coach Borelli expects his guys to come out and win this second half of bouts and win this dual meet against Virginia.
So we had our first look at the freshman Mason Smith at 141. This is our first opportunity to see Logan Parks, the freshman from Taylor, Michigan. And he wrestled at the Eastern Michigan Open, went 3-2. He'll take on Ray Bethea at 165, the junior from Gasport, New York.
Parks has an underhook in on the left side. And looks like he had an overhook there on the right side for a second. Now wrist control from Bethea. Both guys again just working, trying to set up something. A snap down from Parks right there.
According to Coach Borelli, Logan Parks, very solid, has great fundamentals. Said he's not super dynamic. He's not going to do anything to blow you away, but he does the things that you need to do well to stay in matches and to figure out ways to win.
Bethea in on a double leg right there. A nice sprawl by Parks, able to stop him in his tracks. Again, guys getting their right tie, looking for that positioning. Bethea looks like he's got an underhook on the left side and an overhook on the right side. Parks going to try to get out of it, but Bethea keeping that wrist control.
And if you're Bethea and Virginia, this is a match you obviously want to win all of them, but you've lost 2 in a row, David. Need to get some momentum back. Find themselves down for the first time. Some pressure here for the Cavaliers in this 165 bout. And here's a single leg shot by Bethea. Bethea has to keep Parks away from the edge of the mat as he can potentially scramble back if he finds himself in a difficult position.
Nice defense right here from Parks. Not giving Bethea anything easy. Bethea's either going to have to try to back trip Parks or lift that leg up. But Parks doing a nice job. He's got a whizzer in there right now, looks like. And then right there, Bethea's going to double off. Nice job. Pulls him right back to the mat and then goes right back towards him to double off for the double leg to get the 2-point takedown. And they'll go back to the center.
So a takedown for Ray Bethea. We did see one there for Andrew Atkinson at 157. And Virginia is in front in this 165 bout between Bethea and Parks. And we'll see what the freshman can show now being behind. 30 seconds to get up and get an escape before this first period comes to a close.
He would definitely like to get that 1 point back with only 30 seconds remaining. And it looks like he's going to be close. If he can get that arm out, he'll get the 2 points reversal. He's a limp arm out.
Got to do it quick. 10 seconds to go. Hasn't been awarded the escape yet. The official waiting.
Got to get that right arm out. They're not going to give it to him if Bethea's got that right arm. And now he's got him to his back. That's got to be 2 points, and that's the end of the match.
And there you see running over Steve Garland. Wanted to let the official know that the match or the period had come to an end. And we'll see what he wants to do.
Not sure what the officials are going to call here. Parks was really close to a reverse. If he would have just got his right arm out of there. They might have given him the 2, but instead he tried going for getting near fall there at the edge of the mat. And we didn't really see a signal from the official, and then the crowd noise was loud enough, hard to hear the buzzer. That's why Coach Garland running out there.
And no escape awarded either, so if this comes out and Parks doesn't even have a point, a missed opportunity, again, something he can't control. It was a late attack at the end of the period as we take one more look at it. And he just had that right arm wedged in, wasn't able to get it free.
And right there is where we go to 0. So right there, that should be a reversal. And it looks like I don't think they're going to give him... I don't think they're going to give him a point here.
So they won't. Parks, no points after that first period. Disappointing for the Chippewas because that was great work by Logan Parks to get away from that and potentially turn it into a reversal. But he'll continue to work from behind, and he'll try and get an escape once again. This one very quick, out in 6 seconds to start period 2. So 2-1, here we go, neutral wrestling in this second period.
Now an opportunity here to take a 3-2 lead if he can get a takedown. Bethea with the takedown on the single leg earlier. Let's see if he can go back to that. Let's see what Parks does on the offense here. A lot of tie-ups earlier in the first period. We'll see if they go right back to that tie. Now Parks with an underhook on the left side. Bethea going to try to control that elbow of Parks. Not allow him to get in there on a shot. I'm going to back right out of it. 1 minute left in the second.
Parks, a guy that reached out to Central Michigan. He knew about how good this program was. It's been built under Tom Borelli for 25 years. 40 All-Americans. Multiple MAC championships. MAC regular season championships. And Logan Parks wanted to come be a part of it. Now he's trying to work from behind with 40 seconds to go in his second period. One of the lower scoring matches we've seen.
He's going to try to get behind here. He does have that leg. If he can get behind and get that arm out, he'll get the points. But a nice shot by Bethea keeping that whizzer in there.
It's the same thing we saw earlier where he couldn't get that arm free. 20 seconds, and now Bethea going in for a shot.
Nice job by Parks. Looked like he might have been on his heels there initially, but he did a nice job to recover. That's just strength on Logan Parks right there. Only 10 seconds left in the period. Not a whole lot going on from the neutral position for both of these guys other than that single leg takedown back in the first from Bethea. Now we'll see what Parks can do on top, down 1.
And wonder if Parks maybe lets Bethea go here quickly unless he feels like he can get some near fall. We'll see how quickly Coach Borelli says cut him loose and try and get a takedown from the neutral position.
Here he's going to try to circle Bethea down to the mat. He's blocking that knee with his left arm, and he's got that claw with his right arm. And he's just going to rotate to his right, try to spin Bethea flat to the mat. Unable to do it, Bethea holding strong in there. The problem with that is if you're Bethea, you risk a stalling call if you just sit there. And a nice job snapping him right back down there.
About 1:15 left.
See if Parks lifts and sends him back to the mat here. He's just going to let him go, but he's going to go right back to a double leg. I don't know if they even gave...
Yeah, they didn't give him the cut, I don't believe.
Now they do. They didn't give him the escape there initially.
Good thought there by Parks. It looked like he had let him go, but there was no escape giving, so they go straight up now. Parks needs a takedown. Simple as that. 50 seconds to go.
He's got to get a takedown. Even if he does get a takedown, it's going to be 3-3. No riding time in this bout so far, only 16 seconds. Parks needs to get a takedown here, and then he needs to be on the offensive. He can't afford to just cut him and try to take him down again. Doesn't have enough time at this point. He needs to get the takedown first.
He's trying to push that arm down, and then he needs to circle around there on the outside of the mat, though. Bethea in a good spot. If he gets in trouble, he's going to sneak off the mat.
And they're going to call it out of bounds right there. So 16 seconds. Parks has got to be the aggressor right here. He definitely needs to get the takedown and force overtime.
Chippewa fans want to stall.
Single leg attempt right there by Parks is blocked. 10 seconds left.
5 seconds to go. And it looks like we will get a stalling call. Not sure if it was a warning. It might have been the warning. So no point awarded to Parks. And 3 seconds to go. Chippewa fans want to stall.
Single leg attempt right there by Parks is blocked. 10 seconds left.
Not sure if it was a warning. It might have been the warning. So no point awarded to Parks. And 3 seconds to go. That's how this one will end. So Virginia, after losing 2 straight bouts, comes back with Ray Bethea, and he gets a hard-fought 3-1 victory over the freshman Logan Parks. And Virginia retakes the lead in this duel, 10-9.
Here's that single leg that we were talking about earlier in the match. A nice job by Bethea. Coming off of this, switching off to a double leg, able to get the takedown right there. And then here's that controversial one right at the end of the period. It looked like Parks got the reversal right there as time expired. They didn't give it to him, and that ultimately would have tied things right there. That would have made it a 3-3 match there at the end of it. So I really thought Parks was the better wrestler there in that match personally. But that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you just, those calls right there by the edge or...
And a learning opportunity. He's only a freshman, showing good poise and staying in that match. Wasn't able to get a takedown, but he didn't give up many takedowns. So a lot to learn for Logan Parks, and he's going to be a good one. Another freshman that comes in with promise for Coach Borelli, exactly what you expect. So there is Justin out.